Davis and Butker set to kick off.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20! Let's go on. No, 66.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, watch the leg.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Here I come. Mike's 56. Let's go one more.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Mike, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
45-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Easy. Yellow waiting. You're good. Right forward. Ready. Safety screen. He's coming.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
At the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Great footwork, but still reaching the 20.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch the ship.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Not today. Max 22, Max 22. I got one.
Hey, goal 66.
Who's coming, Mike? Go. Max 22, Max 22.
Come on.
Hey, Alabama.
Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going to drop this one down to Bernard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Wait, that's 20.
56, right there. 56.
Rip.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
All right, here we go. Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And
here's Lindsey.
1st down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Now it's Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Breeze. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
This is Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Titans 10, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady's throw there complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Titans first down. Get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming out packing. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
You gonna see me? Alert, son. You let me go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Breeze complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Now a timeout.
16 yards.
7 seconds left in the first half.
First down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
First and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense? Right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Alert! Mike 22, Mike 22. Coming. Mike 22, he's coming, 22.
Throwing on second down. Brady. open. It's Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
March 56. March 56. Now watch one. 56.
On 1st down, Brady. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Go Bandit.
56, right there, 56.
Watch the slant.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Rhodes on the coverage.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
March 56. March 56.
It's been a long day for you.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Go Bandit.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
That's just me and you.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, that's fly 20.
I got one. Watch out.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Mostert. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Deion Jones. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wait, that's round 80. Round 80.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. Check 3, check 3.
Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
There's Breeze. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. To throw is Breeze. Screen pass to Lindsey. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
0-2.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here.
17. Titans 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10, 5.
Prime time, baby.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Touchdown, Titans.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
25-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Easy.
Breeze to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the post.
Over 1st and 10. At their
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Go out. Come on, D.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Man out. Mike's 56.
Brady to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like